Rob and Akiva need a podcast, and they need your help. Can you make it onto the wheel? Rob and Akiva need a podcast. Yeah, they'll write, they'll sell your ideas. They'll talk about it till you got it, you will. Every weekend, you better attend. You can guess what will be coming up next. Rob and Akiva need a podcast.
Yeah. All right. You can guess what may be coming up next, or you could guess what's in the box, because that's what we're doing here today on episode 217. What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? Here we are back
Who you
here.
imitating?
Well, you don't. That's Seven.
Oh, I didn't know if you were doing Jerry Seinfeld, maybe watching the movie Seven.
That's Jerry Seinfeld watching the movie Seven. Yeah, that was Brad Pitt. Remember? You remember what was in the box, Akiva? Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert for a
30-year-old movie.
30-year-old movie. I believe it was Gwyneth Paltrow's head.
Yeah. Boy, that guy from that skiing case probably wishes that that's what he got.
Yeah, no, he maybe. Yeah, I don't know. That was a fun trial.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So there we go, Uncle Kiwi. We are back here today, and we're coming in hot because last week, RHAP census 2023. Some are saying it was the best RHAP episode of all time.
That's ridiculous. That's too. Those people are too. They're what have you done for me lately? We just did
They
like
loved
Groundhog
it.
Week.
People loved it.
No, it was good. It was good. It was good. But everyone wants to be the GOAT.
Mm-hmm. Well, people felt very strongly that Will from America did a great job, and it was a fantastic episode of Rob and Akiva Need a Podcast. And we are back here, and I'm so excited for this one because we have one of the great. We don't really have like a lot of people that I would put into this category of like great episode producers that have come in.
Yeah.
And we're just in for such a treat to have back with us to help us run What's in the Box today. Please welcome back the great Karen from Canada.
Wow. Hi, Rob. Akiva, thank you for that introduction. Wow. Very humbled and happy to hear that. That's great news.
Karen, I want to be the first to wish you and yours a very happy belated Corner Gas Day.
Oh, thank you. And to you. To you.
Yes.
Thanks.
Shout out to Hit by a Car Claire, who reminded us all it was Corner Gas Day earlier
April 13th.
this week.
Who could forget?
Yes. Yes. So big happy next year, I think, is a big one. Next year, I think, is 15th year anniversary of Corner Gas Day.
I mean, I hope you all do something for it to celebrate.
Yes, you got to. All right, Karen, what's been going on?
I mean, everything has changed. I'm still the same. There's no longer an Airdyne bike behind me. I think that's probably devastating for Akiva.
Yeah, always like that.
Don't like change like that. But I Kylie Jennered a pregnancy and birth of a child, so no one knew that was coming. The last time I was on here, I was.
Why are you saying a Kylie Jenner? Isn't that an Akiva?
I didn't say anything to anybody except for
you didn't post any pics.
Akiva, that's what you do, right?
Yeah,
you soft launch a baby.
Now, to be fair, if you saw a picture of me during my wife's pregnancy, it would not have tipped anybody off deep into it.
Yeah,
but yes, you do the hard launch of the baby, right, Karen? That's the move.
I did the hard. I didn't say anything on my social media, and the day she was born, I put a before and after picture of myself like in the hospital bed. It was like before, and then after was like me holding a baby. Like it was just very confusing to people. They're like, "What was I supposed to know?" The last time I was on here, I was very pregnant, but I didn't say anything.
Yeah, we usually don't like to comment on, if someone comes on, like we don't, not that we would notice anyway. We're pretty, oblivious to anything.
No, we got burned on that. We used to ask a lot of the women that came on the show, you're like, how far along are you? And then we don't do that anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's a different time.
It was a different era, 2019.
Thank goodness. And so I'm here today with some people that I scouted and found friends of friends and such.
By the way, brutal for the people who just found out that they're not your friend. They're a friend of a friend.
I mean, I don't want to give too much away. So
okay, got it.
So maybe they are my very close friends. Maybe someone here is my sibling. I don't know. I'm not telling you. So
Karen,
I have people.
Can you just take us through the Karen from Canada cinematic universe in terms of like remind us of some of the great RHAP episodes you've put on?
AFCCU.
Okay, so I did the RHAP mailbag, Among Us mailbag, Corner Gas, To Tell the Truth with Corey B. What else did I do? We did Guess My Age. Who's My
What's
Honey?
my age again?
Who's My Honey? Yeah, that was a great one. Yeah.
What's My Age Again? And Who's My Honey? And now this.
Wow.
I don't know if I missed any.
All hits.
Yeah.
All right. So we are very excited because this was an idea that came up. I believe it was during Wheel or No Wheel 2, right, Akiva? And Nick Fishman had a thought about a podcast idea called What's in the Box. And so we're basically going to be doing like a 20 questions style game with friends of Karen from Canada who have a box and something is in it.
Yeah.
And we're on video here today. So you can watch this on our YouTube channel for Rob is a Podcast at robisawebsite.com/YouTube.
I've been meaning to say that I listened to the last podcast, which Will of America didn't know, I don't think, that I was coming on here. But he mentioned like, oh, such and such idea is more of a KFC joint. And it made me wonder how many times have it been mentioned on the podcast? And I didn't even realize it. And so now I feel like, if I want to eat,
we don't talk about you too much. But when we do,
random.
it's all nice things. We only say nice things about you.
I mean, it'd be okay if I got like roasted or whatever.
Why would we do that?
Why would no? It's not our style.
I mean, KFC is it's chicken, but let's
it's fried, not roasted.
That's true. So yeah, let's talk about this game. So I got approached last week to prepare this game. What's in the Box? I did play test it a couple times. I'm curious to see.
How did you have time for all this?
You know what? Discord makes it easy, and you know what? Remember Wombat Water?
Yes.
Anytime I'm on here or Corey B's on here, we do a game. There's a team there that does this. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So shout out to JD, Isabel, Corey B, and for putting this together. Okay.
Thank you.
And so I've got some questions to ask you to kind of set up the game. All right. So the first question I have is, we've established you two are playing against each other.
Yes.
How many questions do you want? Like, we should set a limit of how many questions you are allowed to ask per, because you're going to guess what's in the box. I'm already telling you now, it's not going to be all yes, no questions. I sent you a Google Doc with open-ended questions and yes, no. Do you want to set a limit now?
Okay. So in a normal game of 20 questions, you have 20 questions, but it's like a person, place, or thing. Like, it's not going to be a person. Probably like where nobody has the Karen as a mom, right? Nobody has a baby in their box, right?
Yeah, no.
And nobody's doing like the Andy Samberg, Justin Timberlake thing, right? That's going to be where, we're not doing that.
Well, Rob, you might have just spoiled like her two best ones. I think almost we
should. You know what? I'll tell you.
Shouldn't say what's not in the box,
When we play tested it, I felt like this was harder than people because the universe of things is very broad. There are millions.
Are there more things than people, Rob?
Yeah,
for sure.
I think
right?
So.
There's
right.
like 7 billion people. My house alone, there's I mean, is each like part of a toy a thing? If so, there's
Is each ant a thing?
That's a good point. There's so many ants. I forgot about that. I have like 4.
Okay.
But then
on the next sentence, you have an ant. Yes.
We can start with 20.
So
I think 20 might be 20 each is way too many.
No, is 10 each too many? Is the question.
I don't know.
I think 10 each might be too many because I do feel like that while you sort of like I guess you waste a lot of questions in 20 questions on like, is it a person? Like, is it a thing? Is it so
okay,
like,
so here's the thing though, is I put some
it must be a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, here's a thing. I put numbers next to the open-ended questions on your form, and they're actually deductions. So if you ask a question that has like a 3 next to it, it deducts the total number of questions by 3.
Okay.
So there's some questions.
They are helpful questions
that are worth. You have some questions that are worth 0 points.
I think they're just like the answer would just be like a regular. You would get the same with a yes or no, but it's a little more specific.
Yes. Okay. But then we end up with like other questions that are more powerful questions.
Yeah.
They cost more.
We were talking about like super idols in the Wombat Water Discord. Like these are the super questions.
Yes.
Yeah.
You need,
Wait, so the questions
you need
with no
fire
points-
tokens for these.
The questions with no points numbers next to them. How do those work?
The yes, no, they're just regular. They cost. It doesn't deduct anything from the total.
Got it.
Yeah.
I see. They're all yes. Okay.
So say you started with 20, if you ask just yes, no questions, you got 20 questions. But if you start to ask questions that kind of elicit more information, then I'm going to deduct the total number of questions.
Okay.
Because they're worth like maybe 3
So
questions.
should
All
be
right.
10 each though, Karen?
Should we
What-
just
what do you
start
think
with
that's
that
not enough?
and then just see?
Okay,
Mhm.
fine. Yeah, we could. We could
It's
flip it
pretty
on the fly.
hard. There's like one
Okay.
that we didn't get in
Yeah.
the playtest.
Okay.
Okay, maybe we could do it like that the super questions we can only each ask one of the super questions like per round. Like you get
Sure.
your
Mhm.
okay. All right, let's start it out and see how it goes. Okay.
All right. And just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, I think that's okay. Each contestant, we'll call them contestants, or what do you want to call them?
Mhm. The boxers.
Box holders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Box
Box
Because
holders.
we're technically contestants, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're the contestants. Okay, they're the boxers. You call them boxers. Okay, fine, boxers.
Mhm.
They're going to introduce themselves to give you some context because this is not really fun if you just guess items, right? So they're going to tell you a little bit about themselves. Maybe that will guide your questioning, maybe not.
Okay.
I don't
Mhm.
want Akiva especially to get too hung up on certain details.
Mhm. Never happened before,
Okay.
but sure.
But
Mhm.
it could help. It could, some things that they say in their intro could help, but I don't
Okay.
want you
Got
to
it.
be
Interesting.
fixate on it.
All right. And then finally, are we beholden to your list of questions, Karen, or can
No,
we
they're just
order off the
they're-
menu?
They're just examples because of what happened last time and the time before that. I felt
Okay.
like you would benefit from some
You
examples.
so you want to have like some guardrails for I'm not gonna say anybody on the podcast, but just like to keep people like thinking about these are the types of questions that would be good.
Yes.
Okay, right. All right, you ready?
I'm ready. I'm
How you
ready.
feeling, Akiva?
Well, you haven't. You didn't usually ask me. You didn't ask me. I am playing hurt today. I don't know if you could tell.
What happened?
Well,
Well,
I guess
I
I've
can see
said-
you seem a little like your body language seems a little.
No, I just have strep throat.
Uh-oh.
So, which is like, you have a bunch of kids. That's what happens a couple times a year or something.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard. We did a podcast this week, and I sounded like a mouse. I was just like, this is all I could speak. But Chester and I on 32 Fans, we recorded from a crowded restaurant. We met up.
No, I
and
didn't listen to that one.
did a
What was the
podcast.
subject?
Well, we just talked about the NBA, but I truly couldn't speak, and it was already very loud, and so it was a little bit of a disaster. So this is the best my voice has been in like 4 or 5 days. But
Okay.
I'm a little under the weather, so I will blame that if I lose or ask stupid questions, Karen.
Okay.
I mean, the stupid questions. People love the stupid questions.
I guess they're expecting them probably.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's bring in our first boxer, and that is Ryan. And let's welcome him to the podcast. Ryan, how are you?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Very good, Ryan. Are you a listener of Rob and Akiva podcast, or are you a friend of Karen from Canada?
I would consider myself both. I think I support the Karen from Canada expenditures more, or those journeys more, but
Mhm.
I'm a fan overall, I'd say.
Next census, Rob, are you a fan of? Do you listen to Rob and Akiva, or are you a friend of Karen from Canada?
Mhm.
Or
Yeah.
neither, I guess, could be an option in there.
Yeah.
That seems like a question more for Karen if I'm a friend of Karen's, but I consider her one. So
Yes.
You seem to have the biggest reaction to when Karen said that some of these people are friends of friends.
yeah, exact. I'm constantly wondering if I'm a friend of somebody or just their friend. So
Ryan, are you like a frequent Fringe guy?
a frequent Fringe guy? Yeah,
Like the show?
I think unfortunately. Both
No,
of
not
the
the
show,
show, but-
both of the show and of friend groups.
No,
So
Rob, you don't know about Fringe guys?
No, it's a fringe guy.
Basically, like, let's say there's a group of like 8 people, like, let's say they're all, best men and groomsmen in somebody's wedding. And you're like, okay, I'm probably like the next guy out, I'm like the 10th best friend.
Now,
So
is
that's a
that something
Fringe
that
guy.
you made up, Akiva, or that's a popular thing?
No, it's
Fringe
a
guys?
common, it's a common
Fringe guy?
thing. Fringe guy.
I'm
a
You're
guy,
like-
very fringe guy.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you don't know, or you're just in every group, you don't know. Some people are blessed.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm the guy they ran out of groomsmen spots for and asked me to be the officiant. So that's
Well,
where I would
officiant's
fall.
not so bad.
Yeah, no, I love it. Hey, I'm
Okay.
happy with the life.
Ryan, and where are you calling us from today?
I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Okay. All right. Got a lot of people in Pennsylvania listening to this podcast.
Yeah, we could carry Pennsylvania in an election.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. All right, Ryan, can you reveal to us your box?
So I apologize in advance. I could not find
God.
a box that would fit. But so
This is
this
a bag?
This is my box
Okay.
for
So, all right, let me describe to our listeners at home. Ryan is holding up a sorry, Akiva. It's a
Yeah.
Pepsi,
Mhm.
Pepsi full calorie, 24 pack of cans. The box is taped across. Like, I see the top. Can you just give us the 360 or you can't?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's some holes in the top.
It is
but-
not okay. That looks like
Now we
some
know-
very
yeah.
thirsty people got to that Pepsi case 1st, and so Ryan has put. Is that Scotch tape?
Yeah, Scotch tape. Yep.
Scotch tape in a
Nothing
cross
classier than
pattern.
Scotch tapes Pepsi.
Okay, all right. There did not appear to be air holes in the side of the box, but it does not seem airtight. Are you
No,
a
it definitely
Pepsi guy, Ryan?
I'm absolutely a Pepsi guy.
Oh.
I grew up in a Coke family, but the switch to Pittsburgh, it's all Pepsi here, so I've leaned into it.
Okay. Would you rather drink a Coke or a Diet Pepsi?
Oh, a Coke.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Should Ryan tell you his 3 fun facts?
Please.
Please.
Sure. So
Thanks.
my first fun fact is I once competed to be the mayor of Picklesburg at a local city festival. My second
Does
is
your mouth water for Picklesburg, Akiva?
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
It did.
Now you are in Pittsburgh. What is Picklesburg? Is this like when Greg went to Pitt Ball? It's just like anything in Pittsburgh. They just changed the name.
No, so Picklesburg, since we have Heinz is centered in Pittsburgh, they lean into it. They block off one of the bigger bridges in Pittsburgh, and the whole thing is pickles, fried pickles. They'll put pickles on things that shouldn't have pickles. But ultimately, you compete to be the mayor by speed chugging pickle juice from a mason jar.
Oh, okay.
Whoever does that the fastest is the mayor until the next year. So
And you couldn't do it.
no, not as
Wow.
fast. I could definitely do it, but not as fast. No.
Okay. All right. That is a
I
fun
know how they
fact.
say they decide elections there. in
Yeah.
Pittsburgh. That's tough on Lita.
All right. Fun fact number 2.
I am the designated grill master for all of my university's orientation events. So I get a call, they bring me out, and I'm the one making the burgers and dogs.
Okay. And you're very good at it.
I haven't had many complaints. So
Okay. All right. You have a secret for perfect grilling?
it's all in the eye. Once you do it long enough, you know. It's that gut feeling you get. But
Okay.
I
It's
can't
a
share.
Malcolm
They'll rehire
Gladwell
me.
book, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they'll
it's called
replace
The
me.
Eye.
That. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
10,000
All right. And then number
eyes.
3.
My third one's a recent one. I recently saw 5 movies in theaters in the same day, so I made a whole day affair of it when I was.
Did you
back
pay
home.
for all of them, or you
Absolutely.
just for you could
No, I
Ryan,
swear, I'm a
you could
supporter of
tell
the
us.
arts. I'm a supporter of the arts. So.
You left the theater and walked back out and then bought a new ticket.
No, it's all mobile these days, Rob. I
Okay.
got them all in advance. So.
Now, did you buy the jumbo popcorn in the morning and then got refills throughout the day?
No, I think that was a midday jump. I got the popcorn around 2 or 3. So
Okay.
Well, what was the lineup of movies?
it was eclectic to say the least. The Menu, Glass Onion, The Fablemans, Bones and All, and then I saw Banshees.
Was
to
this
wrap
by
it up.
yourself or with somebody?
Yeah, I'm a solo moviegoer.
Solo
Okay.
dolo. Okay.
Fringe guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
It was
All
a
right.
group-
5
yeah.
movies in one day. All right. So very fun facts. All right. Ryan, where should we start with the what's in the box? Karen, we just jump right into it.
Yeah, I will do my best to keep track of how many questions.
Okay,
you
cool.
use up.
Okay. All right. Let me start with how heavy is the box? It did not appear to be very heavy, but maybe
I'd
you're very
say-
strong.
I am very strong, but I'd say it's no more than like 4 or 5 pounds. It's not heavy at all.
Okay.
Okay. How long have you had this item for?
I've had this item for about 2 years now, I want to say.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Does this item have a sentimental value to you?
No, not at all.
Hmm.
I don't know if I'd meet many people that would hold a sentimental attachment to this item, but
Mm-hmm. It could be him. He's a French guy.
Yeah. Okay.
Sense of what percentage of the box is filled up?
of this box, I'd say a good 60-70%.
Okay. Um, how often do you use this item? Assuming it can be used.
Yeah, I personally would probably use this item about once a week, maybe more if I'm feeling myself, but I'd say at least once. Yeah.
What's the retail price range on your item?
Oh, I can get that for you. Let's see. Sorry for the loud keyboard. $23.99.
Okay.
Is this an item that you would use on your body?
No.
Okay. Where'd you buy it?
It was gifted to me, but I'm assuming you could buy this at like a Bed Bath and Beyond, any of your common retailers. So.
You Bed Bath & Beyond guy, Rob?
Well, RIP to the most close Bed Bath and Beyond. It's gone to the great beyond.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like it's very overpriced and you need to have that coupon to do anything. It's like what?
There was a lot of scams, like because people would put it on their registry or whatever, and they would take anything back. I mean, you could use something for 3 years and they would just like take it back at full price. So they ended up owing a lot of people money. It was a very strange business model. They also have never advertised once. They like don't advertise. It's all word of mouth, which is strange for a business. But anyway,
yeah. Okay. All right. This is not something you use in your body, but you use it once a week. And I'm going to say, how do you feel when you use the item, Ryan?
I think anxiety throughout using it, but the end result and what I get from it is amazing. I've never been happier. So
anxiety, and then
yeah.
Huh. And you said you don't put it on your body? Did you say that?
No.
More questions do we have, Rob?
I feel like that we've only asked about 9. 8 or 9. Yeah.
To make a sound, Ryan.
And I feel like you've used a few of the -1 like super questions. Have you not?
Yeah. I have. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely makes a sound.
Okay. Does this item require batteries or power?
Yeah, I plug it into the wall.
I have a guess.
Okay.
Can I guess?
Does it keep it lose anything for a missed guess?
I'm not.
Oh, really?
If they're like official guesses, I won't deduct anything.
Is that in lieu of a question though? He gets
No,
he does his guess.
He can just guess. That's fine.
Oh, really? I thought like once I guessed.
I thought we were gonna I thought maybe we could limit it to 2 guesses or 3 guesses per person. Let's just do 2.
Yeah. Is it a shaver, Ryan?
No, it's not a shaver. I need one though, Akiva. I could take that hint, but no, not a shaver.
Yeah. I mean, I do think a shaver is something that you would be for use on your body.
Yeah, I didn't remember. I asked that, and then I didn't understand I forgot if we said yes or no.
Okay. You said the power, it plugs in, you said? Okay. And it makes a sound. Is this item used to prepare any type of food?
It is.
Okay.
Have more than one function.
I technically it does 2 jobs at once. I'll say that.
2 jobs at once. Okay. Does this item cook food?
It does.
Ryan, do you want to guess?
Yeah. Is it a popcorn popper?
No.
Ryan, is it a frying pan?
No, not a frying pan.
Rob, I'm out.
Like-
So you're the only one who could win this.
Like an electric frying pan?
Oh yeah, I forgot you have to plug it in. Don't hate on my questions. Just be happy you're gonna win.
Okay. Boy.
We have a few questions left.
Okay. All right. Does this have sharp parts?
No sharp parts.
Does this item make breakfast food?
I've never had this food for breakfast, but I won't shame anybody that may have.
Okay.
I mean, right, I know what Ryan's item is, so I would say it could technically, right? Like at its core, what it is.
In terms of functionality, what it cooks,
Conventionally, it would make breakfast food. Yes.
Okay.
I don't want to throw Rob off too far.
Okay.
It is a special item.
But it is a special item.
Yes.
Okay.
You've got one more question left because of the super questions that you used.
All right. Then I'm trying to think of what could be in that box. I am going to say and it makes a sound. Does it heat up itself?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. I guess I'm just gonna say that it is a like deep fryer is too small. I'll say it's a toaster.
Yeah, I would accept that.
I would accept that too, Karen.
Yeah. I do feel like that breakfast is pretty conventional.
Well,
breakfast.
once you see, it's more
You asked
obscure.
for interesting items, Rob.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I get my object out, Karen?
Sure.
Yeah.
Like,
What's
yes,
in the
please.
box?
Always.
What's in the box?
Yes.
This is my retro hot dog toaster.
Oh, okay. Is that a sharper image joint? Yeah.
Retro series by Nostalgia.
Okay. Yeah. So just to explain what this is, it's got like sort of like a Lightning McQueen finish. That it is basically you stick 2 hot dogs in the middle, and then also stick your bread on the side. And it's got a special wiener holder that you can put that in. Must be like a pain to clean. I gotta think. I think some hot dog juice is gonna leak in there.
Absolutely.
Akiva, would you have a hot dog from the special hot dog toaster?
I mean, I would have one probably, but it sounds a little scary.
Yeah.
Wait, so let's talk about this. Hot dogs for breakfast. Karen really came out in favor of hot dogs for breakfast.
Well, I think that
It's
you know,
a
if we were,
toaster.
yeah, it is a
If I
toaster.
didn't-
I hear you.
If I
Is it
let
cold,
Ryan
the hot
say
dog?
no,
Yeah.
Rob would have been like toaster oven or maybe
Mhm.
something
Yeah,
different.
Mhm.
But
Right.
that wouldn't have been fair because a toaster is a toaster, right?
Fair enough.
Yeah. It would be hard because I don't even necessarily know that is a thing that exists. So it's hard for me to ultimately guess
Yes. Yeah.
a
yeah.
hot dog cooking toaster
Right.
is in the box.
Well, Rob, you have to expand your imagination a little bit. I think.
Yes. Okay. Ryan, what was the last time you used this?
2 nights ago.
2 nights ago.
I had a hot dog or 2 for dinner. So,
Okay. All right. How long
Hot
does
dog
it
or
take?
2?
Yeah, to cook.
a few minutes. I'm still trying to figure. Despite having it for 2 years,
Yeah.
I don't think I've mastered this aspect of grilling a hot dog as I
Yeah,
have
no, Ryan-
any elsewhere.
Hold on a
Yeah.
second. Akiva, don't you think it's weird that Ryan is the self-proclaimed grill master, but it then is cooking
Bro.
hot dogs in a toaster?
Does this look,
He's just
listen, I'm a college kid. I'm still in a studio apartment. If I could have a barbecue grill in
How
here,
does the hot dog toaster compare to the hot dog on the grill?
it'll never match. It'll never match.
Here's what I think happens. Ryan is in a friend group, and he invites them over for a barbecue, and he grills a hot dog toaster. And then next time he's like, "Hey, you guys want to come over? We'll maybe grill some hot dogs, then watch 5 movies." They're all like, "No thanks." And this is what happened.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
As the grill master, how did Ray Fiennes do with making that cheeseburger in the menu?
Oh, I mean, my mouth was salivating. Obviously, it saved.
Did it need pickles?
It did. I'm a pickles on a burger guy, but I mean, it
Oh,
saved.
sure.
No spoilers, but it saved some lives. So that's all. That's all he can ask for as a chef. That's all you're trying to do.
Yeah,
So.
Akiva, I've been eating a lot more pickles lately.
Why?
I don't know. You know what? One day
you have pickles on the brain.
No, I didn't have pickles on the brain, but I had like a sandwich slice, and I had like that's pretty good. And now I started like throwing them in salads too.
Pickles and I'll sometimes have pickles in salad.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
It's
well,
a
Ryan,
weird texture, but I like pickles enough to do it.
Yeah. All right. Ryan, great job. Okay. Are you gonna make any hot dogs during the rest of this podcast?
No, I don't think so. After Akiva called me out on my friends.
No, I think you should. I think it would be a good bit.
I'm gonna sit out for it.
Yeah, and thanks,
it would be a good
Akiva.
bit for later in the episode.
Okay. All right, Ryan. We've got other boxes to get to, but great job. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks
you,
so
Ryan.
much, guys.
Okay, Karen, would you have a hot dog from the hot dog toaster?
Yeah.
Did Will from America have one on his registry last week, Akiva?
Let's check.
Can I get one at Bed Bath & Beyond?
Not anymore.
Yeah. Okay. You need that 20% off coupon. All right. Thank you, Ryan. All right. So now, Karen, excuse me. Karen, let's bring in our next person. We have a friend of a friend, or maybe a listener. It's Eliza. Eliza, how are you?
Hi, I am doing very well. How are you? I guess I already heard how you were, but
yes,
you know.
we're great. We're excited to hear about what you have in your box here today. Yes, Karen.
Can you please tell me if you're using a super question? That will help me a lot.
Okay.
Sure. Yes. Well, can
Thank
we
you.
talk about the structure now for a second?
Yes.
Should we have Rob? Do you think there was too many questions last round that we were able to ask, or do you think it was just right?
I think it was probably just right.
Okay.
Yeah,
right. So
but that was a very unusual item. So
that's true. That is true.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Are we ready for fun facts from Eliza? First of all, how do you know Karen?
From the internet. I'll say that.
Usually how I explain anybody I know from podcasting or whatever. Because I don't know, Rob, if you feel like this, but if I start mentioning podcasting to like, especially someone older than me, like my parents or something, their eyes start glazing over, like they're so disinterested. So I'll just
become
say the internet.
so in, like I almost like don't talk about it. Like honestly, like if I'm talking to somebody not from this thing of ours,
yes,
I don't even talk to them. I don't even tell them what I do.
Right. Well, but I'm talking about like a parent or something. I can't be like, sorry, I don't talk to you. You don't like podcasts. You know, I'd like to, but no. But so I'll just say a friend from the internet, no matter whether it's someone I podcast with or know through Twitter or whatever.
Okay. All right, Eliza. We would love to hear some fun facts about you.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Well, by the way, it was one of Ryan. Is Ryan not actually a grill master? Was that actually a fun fact, Karen?
I think he made that up.
He made that up.
Oh man.
I knew he couldn't be the grill master, and then
Except
let me hold on.
dogs.
Ryan, is that true? Ryan, are you not really the grill master?
No, Karen, there was some confusion in what we thought were good facts to hint at the object. I promise you, I grill for my orientation program.
All right.
I will not let Karen lie on my name.
All right. Well, we're grilling you now, Ryan.
Yeah,
okay. Shoes on the other foot. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
All right. So, all right. Now, I didn't know this is like two truths and a lie. One of these fun
I
facts
think that's what he watched. She's like, I'll watch one of the old episodes. You'll get a feel for the show, and that's what he watched.
Okay. But Eliza, please, we'd love to hear some fun facts about you.
And my plan all along has been for my facts to be facts that are actually true. So, first fun fact is that this is the second time I have appeared on the show. I will not say which specific episode I was on, but if you asked me as one of your questions if it was a certain episode, I will confirm or deny.
Okay. All right. I like this. Yes.
I thought that through very hard. Another fun fact is when I was about 12 years old, my best friend and I accidentally crashed a wedding.
Okay.
And My third fun fact is that I have collected rubber ducks since I was a child, and I would estimate probably 80 to 100 of them, plus a few other like functional objects that look like ducks.
Okay. Jenny Autumn, too, a fan of waterfowl.
Yep.
So,
And Tony
okay.
Soprano.
Yes. All right. 80 to 100 rubber ducks. Okay. And Eliza, where are you in the world?
I live in Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay. All right. All right, Akiva, you want to get this started? Oh,
Yes.
actually, let's see the box. Let's see what's.
We gotta see the
yeah.
box. Oh, and
Yeah.
one other thing, Karen and Eliza.
Yes.
I think instead of saying yes or no when or what it is when we finally ask, I guess just open the box instead of saying yes or no.
Sure.
Okay, great. All right, so could you hold that one up one more time so I can describe it to the podcast listener? So it appears that Eliza has a shoe box. It is a dark gray shoe box, and it is what is the brand of the shoe box?
It's Eileen Fisher, and it's a
Eileen-
women's size 8.5.
Okay, so it is a women's size 8.5 shoe box. Okay. All right.
Do you know women's shoe sizes? Do you know anything about them, Rob?
Yeah, I mean, like what?
No, I'm saying I live with 4 women or
Yeah.
3. Wait, 3.
Yeah.
I take it back. And I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I don't know anything about women's shoe sizes.
Well, what do you want to know?
I mean, I don't know. Like, what's like? I don't know. I don't know what the equivalent of like an 8.5 is to men's or anything like that.
I don't
have no
know
idea.
if it's necessarily a 1-to-1. That I couldn't tell you if like an 8.5 is a men's 5. I don't know if it works like that. I don't know if it's like a Fahrenheit to Celsius equation.
Okay.
I mean, to loop it back to, I don't think that will make a difference in terms of the size of the box too much. A little bit, but, anyway.
Yeah, I mean, they're not like men's size 13 boots or something. But...
Right.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Can we start things off with can I get you to shake the box?
Oh, sure.
Okay, it sounds like that there is like one solid object that is moving
Small,
from side to side. Seems like that the object to my listening ears feels like that it has a little bit of weight to it.
All right, Eliza, how often do you use this item?
I would say it varies. I would say it would be anywhere from once a week to, I would say, maybe up to 3 or 4 times a week. Yeah, that's probably about right.
Okay. Can you use this item on your person?
Yeah, I mean, you could. I don't know that you'd want to.
Got it.
Okay.
That's not its intention.
I'm just getting the feeling this is a hot dog toaster.
Although now that I'm thinking about, I don't know, but I'll stick with no.
Yeah.
Okay. What percentage of the box? What percentage of the box does it fill up?
I would estimate somewhere in the 20 to 30% range.
That's what it sounded like.
Is this an item that requires power?
No.
Doesn't require power. Okay. How much does it weigh?
I would estimate about 2 pounds.
Okay.
Okay. Can you give us the approximate retail value of this item?
Yeah.
That is a slight super question.
Yeah, I think I probably bought this one for around $3.50.
350 or $3.50?
Oh, sorry, $3.50. That's big difference.
Rob, can I use one of my questions to yell at my children to close the door because they just walked in here and left without the door closed?
Only if you ask it as, can you close the door?
Yes. What percentage of the door is open? It's like
Akiva
10%.
likes the door about 5% open.
No. It drives me nuts. In my sleep, I can feel when it's open. Did we ask the price range on this? I'd like the retail
Yes,
price range.
$3.50.
Yeah,
Oh, she
but I
said that.
think-
Yes, yeah.
$3.50.
Yeah,
I'm
I'd
sorry,
say
no one
you
was
could
walking in the
easily
room.
go higher than that, but that's a realistic estimate.
I'll go with a super question. How does that object fit into your life or the life of others?
It's something that I would use as part of kind of like a quick daily thing that I might do as just part of my kind of daily rituals.
Hmm.
Can I ask or what it is? Or can I give a
Yes.
guess or
Yes.
is it deodorant?
It is not. No.
Okay.
Yes. That she uses once a week and sometimes 3 or 4 times in a week.
And that I don't use on my person.
Oh, I forgot that. I
Yes.
forgot that. Well,
Yes. Okay. I think I'm leaning in a direction. Does this item have a notable smell?
Not a strong one.
doesn't smell. Does it make a sound?
It can, yeah.
Hmm.
Can make a sound. What do you have, Rob?
Do you believe that I have a similar object in my possession?
I feel like based on my overall, I don't know much about you. I feel like based on my overall vibe of you, I would probably guess no, but it wouldn't like shock me if you did.
Okay.
Now, saying you don't know a lot about Rob, are you a friend of KFC?
Well, I thought we were friends, but
Okay.
Okay, Karen, how are we doing on questions? We gotta take a shot
you
here.
asked about 10 questions and you have 6 questions left.
Oh, okay. All right, so we're doing better than. All right, then can I use one of the super questions, Akiva?
Sure.
Go for it.
Okay. All right. In what situation might someone use or need this object?
oh gosh. I'm trying to find a way to answer this without
Can
being
she
like,
not
too
answer if she doesn't want
specific?
to, Karen?
She
If
can
she
say,
thinks it's
I
too much
don't
of a way?
know.
Mhm.
Well, I do know. I just don't want to make it too. I don't want to give you an answer that's so narrow.
Yeah.
I would say you would
Can I
use
ask a different question then? If this was a challenge, can I ask you?
it.
Can I ask you a
It
question?
just,
How
I feel
about
like I
this?
would give it away.
Is there a specific room or place in your home where you would use this item?
Yes. You would. Is this a super question? Like, should I say which place in the home? Okay. So you would probably keep this in your kitchen. I'll say that.
Kitchen.
Okay.
Okay.
I was going to ask if it's used to make food.
Well, that do you want to use it? Ask that, or you feel like that's a foregone conclusion?
I think I don't know if it's a conclusion, but I
Okay.
don't know if it gives me enough as we're going to.
Okay.
Did we ask if it has more than one function?
Is that your question?
Yeah,
You have
that
not
was
asked
it.
that. You asked Ryan that. So I mean, if we're getting like really finicky about what we consider a function, like you could use it in multiple contexts, but like at its core, like broadly speaking, it is one function.
Okay. Does this item have sharp edges or sharp parts?
Yeah, like sort of. I mean, it does in terms of like the configuration that the item is in this box. There are corners on that configuration,
But not blades.
No, not blades.
Configuration. Interesting.
You have 3 questions left.
Okay. Did we ask if it makes a sound?
Yes, you did. It can make a sound, she said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's not like a noise making device, but it does have a sound.
Is this something like, just to clarify, the person using it would be the one making the sound with it, right? Like not the
Yeah.
item
It
itself
doesn't make a sound
making
on
the
its own, but like when you use it, there is a sound associated with the use of it.
All right. I'll ask my last question. That's a 2-pointer, if that's allowed. And then Rob
Okay.
gets the last question, I
Okay.
think. Where do you buy it from?
You would buy it from like a grocery store, or like a corner store.
Okay.
Hmm.
What do you got, Rob?
Boy, let me. Is this item associated with making one specific type of food, or is it used very generally?
I would say it usually, like, probably 95% of the times I use it, it's for one specific food, but like there are other foods I could use it in.
Okay. All right. Akiva, do you both want to do a guess?
Yeah, I think at this point that's all we've got left is guesses.
Okay.
Yeah,
I already
you
had
have
one
3
guess.
guesses, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'll you want why don't you go first with a guess since I already did one.
How about an egg beater?
It is not an egg beater. No.
I also think that Karen got like interesting things. So if it was an egg beater, it'd be like a Mickey Mouse egg beater. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Huh. It's small. Is it a cheese grater?
No, it's not a cheese grater.
All right, Rob, you got last licks.
Boy, I'm really struggling to come up with anything else that's gonna make a sound, that's gonna be small, that's gonna cost $3.50. That doesn't have blades and no smell, no power, only taking up a small percentage of that box. And you said that it's in a configuration, so I feel like it's something that bends and can go in a different direction. So I'm gonna say, boy, I'm a I don't know. I have nothing. I'm gonna say a spatula.
It is not a spatula.
All right, you want to?
Okay, let's open the box. What's in the box?
All right. In the box, we have a carton of oat milk. So it does have corners, but the object inside it. So a lot of those questions were like surprisingly gray area.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like it makes a sound, but it's not like. So I don't know. I think I think this was a harder object to guess than I anticipated.
We weren't really thinking of food. We were thinking food prep.
I guess that we didn't think food would be in the box, and certainly a carton of oat milk. I could hear it was something that was like sliding around in there. I never thought it could be a food object.
Also, I would have thought that's too big. Like how it seems like a smaller.
That's
spot.
about like a liter.
Yeah, or maybe a liter. Yeah,
a quart. Yeah, of oat milk. Why did you come up with oat milk for putting something in the box?
Well, it's actually kind of a callback to the last time I was on the podcast. I will reveal now that I was on the To Catch a Liar episode, and I was the person where you all got very fixated on my coffee setup.
So
famous.
I
chose to bring on a coffee-related item.
Wait, which one was that? The coffee? Was that in the background?
I was one of the liars who was in 5 relationships, but I'm actually not in any of them.
Got it.
Yeah. But you all, I remember I listed.
Yeah, famously, I was very curious about the coffee situation.
This was the swinging situation.
Well,
that's a great callback.
Polyamorous relationship.
Mm-hmm. That was fake, apparently.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me go back to your fun facts. That everything was on the level.
Yes, everything was on the level. I did end up changing one of mine because I was originally gonna tell you all that I was a vegetarian for 5 years, which could have put you in kind of the plant-based realm.
Got it.
But then once I listened to Ryan's fun facts, I was like, A, that's not fun enough, and B, I think it's too helpful. So maybe if I had stuck with that one, maybe that would have.
Casey, do you think you're doing a better job if we guess it or if we don't guess it?
I don't know. I feel like the ideal is that you guess it, but you guess it late.
Right. Yeah.
So I think, I don't know. I probably would have, like, if I were to do it again, I would have tried to help you all out a little bit more.
Yeah.
No, you did a good job. I don't think we should get all 5 of them. I think then it's too easy.
You know, and then I'm sure there's going to be a million people listening to the podcast that are just like,
of course it was oat
like,
milk, you dummies.
Oat milk, you idiot.
I knew it. I knew it when I saw her face. It was
Yeah.
oat milk.
I have an oat milk face. It's
That's not what I was saying, but I'm not saying that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, Eliza, thank you so much for helping with the. Do you want to speak to the benefits of oat milk at all?
Well, I'm lactose intolerant, so that's a benefit to me. Is that I can like drink it without getting ill. It is like of plant-based milks. It's like one of the more environmentally friendly. I mean, I don't think like
you're
what
being a
kind
hater
of
on the
milk you
almonds.
individually buy at the grocery store is like not going to have a super meaningful impact on climate change. So I'm not milk shaming here.
We don't
you're
milk
saying
shame on this podcast.
You're saying oat's better than almond.
My milk shame
I personally
brings
do
no
prefer
boys
it.
to this yard. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Rob leads 1-0 after 2.
Yeah. All right. Eliza, thank you so much. And let's now, I know that this is not just a friend of a friend, but also a real friend is here with us. Isabel.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing great. You know, this is the second RHAP podcast I've been on. The last one was The Price is Right.
Yes, of course. You can forget.
Right. I won that episode. Spoiler alert. So yeah, excited to be here again.
And the Clubhouse, to follow as well.
Right. Clubhouse.
Remember Clubhouse?
That was a thing.
Yeah. All right. So Isabel, thank you. I think it exists. I think Franny is still like clubhousing away. And so Isabel, so excited to have you back here with us. How's everything going? Good?
Yeah, pretty good.
Okay. All right. So
where are we, Isabel?
Where are we? I'm in Madison right now visiting a friend, but I do live in Chicago.
Okay. All right. Are you ready to share some fun facts with our audience?
Yes, I'm ready. So in addition to being on the Price is Right podcast, I've also been on the aforementioned Wombat Water podcast. I hosted the eggs episode, talking all about eggs, was on the ramen episode. And then I was also a contestant on the Survivor ORG called Survivor Wombat Crossing, played on Animal Crossing.
Okay. Fun fact number 1. All right. Fun fact number 2.
I'm known for running into celebrities just randomly. I saw Bill Clinton outside of my office. I ran into Ted Allen, who's the host of Chopped on Food Network. And then I also saw Mustache Joe from Top Chef just walking down Michigan Avenue. So, and I have other stories too.
Wow. Bill, the big 3, Ted Allen, Mustache Joe, and Bill Clinton.
I also do like you had to explain who the last 2 were because you knew we might not know them without your explanation.
Okay. And then Isabel, what about number 3?
My third one is just that I love being in the kitchen.
Okay.
We could have a third straight food item, Rob.
Love being in the kitchen. Okay. All right. Akiva, I started with the first question, these first 2 rounds. Okay.
You need to see the box, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Here's my box.
All right. So here's the box. It's a small cube. Looks like it's just a white mailing box. Can you tell us what does that label say at the top?
It says 6 by 6 by 6 inches. So that gives you a sense of the size.
6 by 6 by 6. Okay. Mark of the beast. And has some packing tape. The box is not taped shut. Isabel has just like folded it in onto itself.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
Okay. It's interesting that Isabel is not home. I'll say that. I'm just thinking, like, is it the type of, think about what item you'd have if you weren't home.
Don't overthink it. I brought it because I knew I would be on this podcast.
Oh, I love it. But then it's also
Okay.
like, something that you're allowed to bring on an airplane, Rob. That's a big one.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Does that count? Was that a question? Yeah.
No, I was just sort of thinking out loud here.
All right.
Okay. My first question is, what percentage of the box does it fill up, Isabel?
I'd say about 60-70%.
Okay. How much does this weigh?
I would say it's pretty light, so maybe like 2 or 3 ounces.
That is very light. Yeah. I thought it was something totally different.
Mm-hmm.
How often do you use this item, Isabel?
I do not actually use it at all.
Okay. Does this item hold sentimental value to you? Is that a super question, Karen? No, I think not. Okay.
I don't think so.
It does not.
What's the texture or feel of this object?
It's very smooth. All around. Yeah.
Smooth. Okay. Ken, this is a 1 point super question, but could you give us the retail price of this item?
It retails for about $12 online.
That's like $6 an ounce, Rob.
$12 online.
Sorry, can you confirm how many questions you've each asked?
I believe that according to my notes, that I have 6 answers written down.
Okay, thank you.
Is this used to prepare food, Isabel?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And it's smooth. You don't use it, but you have it.
Correct.
She brought it with her to a friend's house in Wisconsin.
Yes. Are you unusual? Is this a commonly used item?
I don't think it is. No.
Not a commonly used item.
Okay.
No, I know it doesn't require battery. I'm not going to ask that. Does it have more than one function, Isabel?
No. It has one function.
I
guess to me it has 2 functions, but it really is one function.
Okay.
Does the item have a distinct shape?
Yes.
Distinct shape. Huh. Is it primarily used inside or outside?
Inside.
Okay.
Is this item used in food preparation before it's cooked?
How do you mean? Can you reword that?
I guess what I'm asking is this something I'm using to prepare food before I'm cooking it, as opposed to do something with food after it's been cooked?
I guess it is cooking it.
Okay.
It is cooking it.
I'm laughing because I know what it is, but anyway.
I'm confused now.
I mean, probably yes, right?
Did we ask where she bought it?
No.
Yeah, I'm going to ask a 2-pointer. Where did you buy this, Isabel?
I did not buy it. I actually got it off one of those Facebook free items group.
Oh, save it for our Facebook Marketplace episode.
Okay. Is this item made of okay, actually this is a better question. Is this object transparent or translucent? Like, can I see through it? Can I see through it?
No.
Used to cook food. That's so confusing. I thought I sort of had a. The things go inside of this item, Isabel.
Yes.
They go inside, Rob. How many questions do we have left, Karen?
Yeah.
2 left.
Yes.
One each. Okay.
Is this item metallic?
Part of it is. Yeah.
Rob, do you want the last question since I asked the two-parter?
Sure. Let's see.
$12, 2 ounces.
Yes. Let me see if there's one more. Okay. Does this item can this item be taken apart?
Yes, it can.
Akiva, I'll let you have another question since the retail thing didn't really help.
Would I be? I don't know if she'll be able to answer this question. I would want to know if you'd be more likely to use it with a liquid or a solid.
So you were allowing that question. It's a hard question to answer.
I think you could be very specific that what happens to the thing.
Mostly a liquid.
Got it.
To start with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I? Okay. I have a couple of guesses. Is it a Jello mold?
No.
Huh. Yeah, that was like. Is it sort of some sort of I was going to say also like, can you make ices with it? It's like something that makes ices.
No.
Okay.
Is it a is it a cake ring pan to cook like a bundt cake in?
No, it's not.
Well, it weighs 2 ounces. That's what throws me off here, Rob.
Yeah, but it could be light. It could be light.
A very light bundt pan. Is it an extra light bundt pan? She said things go inside of it, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a liquidy thing goes inside of it.
Is it a milk warmer?
No, it is not.
All right, I think we're out of questions.
All right, Isabel, what's in the box?
What's in the box?
So, what I have here for you is a microwave egg boiler in the shape of a chicken.
Yes. Okay. Now, when you say it's a microwave egg boiler, that little thing is cooks eggs with microwave rays. That seems very unsafe.
Yeah, well, I've never used it. I use it for decoration. That's why I said it kind of has 2 uses. But yeah, you just put water in there, put a couple eggs in, and throw it in the microwave. I was hoping
okay. So that thing goes in the microwave.
Right, yeah.
That sounds worse, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's so dangerous. It has metal.
So look, can you just hold it up so I can describe it to the listener? So it is, and that's made of plastic.
Correct, except then the inside has a little metal tray.
I feel like it's not supposed to go in the metal.
It's microwave safe metal.
Wow, I didn't even know they invented that. And then so you put your eggs in there to hard boil eggs in the microwave.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, and you have the instructions say how many minutes to do for soft, medium, or hard eggs.
Yeah.
You don't have any eggs on you that we could test this out.
No, I do not, unfortunately.
It is tough to guess items that we didn't know exist.
Right.
That does make it a challenge.
We were going to accept chicken though, if you had gone to person or animal.
Is it a chicken?
Yes, it is a chicken.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was hoping.
I mean, none of the answers to the question would have led us there, but that would have been a great guess.
It would have been a good
guess.
I was
It
thinking about
resembled
chicken.
an animal or person?
Does
that is a question.
An animal?
That is a question. Is there like they resemble animal or person? That, to be fair, that is on the list. We have.
Okay. And you've never had it before. Do you like hard-boiled eggs, Isabel?
I do, but this is decoration for me. I might try it out now after this podcast and let you know.
Yeah.
You've never had like a desire to. I also like. Has your friend seen it? Is she like, why do you bring this to my house? This is like a strange thing.
Yeah, I explained what I was doing, and
you explained.
I don't know if it's better to explain you're using it for a podcast or maybe just not. I don't know.
No, I explained the whole thing, and
yeah, please. And we're also very anti-egg-splaining. Like if somebody's like, you don't need to like come in and like explain to somebody who's cooking eggs like how to do it. Like it's very rude. And this is an anti-egg-splaining podcast.
I'd like to do a cooking episode where Ryan makes his hot dogs and Isabel is microwaving the eggs. Probably need a lot of insurance for that. I think if I like put that thing in the microwave, my wife would kick me out of the house. Honestly, she'd be so nervous.
Akiva, just to give you an update on, and we talked with Will from America about the Easter situation and the hard boiling of the eggs at my house. Just to update you,
yes.
I believe 0 people at my house have eaten any of the hard boiled eggs other than myself, and I'm just eating them like Chester, just so we don't have to throw them away.
Yeah. You become the family garbage man. Eat stuff. So garbage.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just eating stuff that nobody should have cooked. Just so we didn't waste it. All right. But Isabel, did you have anything that you want to mention while you're here? Besides where people can get the egg microwaver, a little website known as facebook.com.
Yeah, shout out to Facebook Marketplace.
How much did you pay on Facebook Marketplace for
it was free, she said.
Yeah, it was one of those free groups where people just post
but you like have to go to somebody's house to pick this up?
Yeah.
Now, listen, hopefully it's safe, but imagine if like it was a serial killer and that was it for you. Now, what a stupid way to die for the egg.
Isabel, so do you feel like that this was something that you were holding back for Rob and Akiva to go to Marketplace to, or that's the only things that people are selling, not just giving away for free?
Right. Yeah. No, I got this a couple years ago, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Facebook I can't wait for Rob and Akiva to go to Marketplace. If that's any indication of what's out there.
No, that's exciting. We didn't know this whole world existed.
Yeah,
we got hot dog toasting and chicken egg microwaving.
I hard boil eggs in the air fryer.
Wow.
Did you even know you could do that, Akiva?
Mind
blown, right?
I didn't. I just asked about the air fryer, and my daughter said it's in the other house still. We're in the middle of moving. But I will try it when it gets over here.
Okay. All right. You got to do it on a very low heat, Akiva.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have someone else do it for me. I don't really know to cook.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
I just give requests.
All right, Isabel. Well, thank you so much for bringing the egg microwaver here to the podcast today.
Did you think about bringing your name tag from the, your fun name tag from the Price is Right episode?
I was thinking about bringing the shirt, but yeah,
doesn't have a lot of other practical uses, to be fair.
Right, just for Rob and Akiva Need a Podcast.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for a podcast that doesn't have a lot of practical uses, it makes sense. It fits. Okay. Isabel, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. Enjoy the rest of your time in Madison.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. And let's go to our fourth person. This is Anders. Okay. Anders.
Hello.
Anders, how are you?
I'm doing so well. I am on the West Coast, so it is not even noon yet.
Is that too early for you?
Yeah, I just woke up.
Yeah, well, hopefully you were able to wake up early, microwave a couple of eggs.
Get my hot dogs toasted.
Get your hot dogs toasted.
Rob, I work next to a guy named Anders from Sweden.
Oh.
That's where the name is from.
You're Swedish? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun to say Anders.
Okay.
Okay.
That's all I got.
All right. Are we pronouncing your name correctly?
Yes, you are pronounced. I was thinking in my head, how do I bring up if Rob says it incorrectly without being rude?
What is the most common mispronunciation of Anders?
Well, most people will say Anders, but I've gotten Andrew, Andrews, Andre.
So those are people who can't read, though.
It's crazy, right? It's only 6 letters.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not really a lot. Yeah, you could mispronounce the sort of inflection, but the letters are there.
Most people just don't read it. That is the issue.
Well, our promise to you on Rob and Akiva Need a Podcast is we'll always read your name and try our best.
And I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And now, would you say you were a friend of KFC or a friend of RHAP?
I would say that me and KFC are best friends. We've known each other for years. One could say that we just know each other the best out of anyone. But I'm sure she would say we're friend of a friend.
Friend of a friend.
Keep, I got a text from my wife
okay.
that
keep
said,
it down.
No, the text says being the house ! And 4 exclamation points. Do you think that this is that there's a bee in my house and that that the autocorrect got her?
Being the house. Maybe she's like setting up a poker night or something. We're gonna be the house.
Oh, no, it should be. All right.
I might need you to deal with it.
I don't know. This is like I remember the time famously I was podcasting with Akiva one time and he had to go deal with a snake in his house.
Snake in the house. I did kill a snake.
Mm-hmm.
My claim to fame.
Okay. She says she took care of the bastard.
Nice. I mean, okay. I hope I saw the P movie. I hope that means she let it out of the house. But
yeah, I'm sure. Yes. All right. So Anders, do you have some fun facts for us?
I do. So I used to work on a farm and I would teach kids how to horseback ride.
Okay, hold on. I just want to go back to so going back to
where Isabel's fun facts.
She was on the eggs episode of Wombat Water.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and she loves being in the kitchen. Yes, and did Bill Clinton ever microwave eggs? I'm trying to think. Trying to think. Okay. All right. So you Anders, you taught children to ride horses?
I did.
Okay. Was there an eggs episode? Yeah. Was there an eggs episode of Wombat Water, or was that made up?
That was real.
Okay. But was Isabel really on it?
Make up a lie? Are all these supposed to be true? Okay, great. All mine are true.
Right. Taught children to ride horses. Okay.
The second one is I've been a dungeon master / game master for D&D for the past 5 years.
Okay.
And then the third one is I used to drive buses on my college campus.
Oh, like Brian Cohen. Okay. How big of a bus?
Commuter buses. Huge.
Okay. Wow. Is there a trick to it, or is it just like driving a regular car?
It's like driving a regular car, except you have more mirrors. You move a lot slower and have to take wider turns. And like when you're shifting lanes, sometimes you just have to go. The cars will see you. It's their job to move.
Sounds easier than driving a regular car, Akiva.
No, it for sure has to be harder.
You think so?
Yeah, I would.
You're going slower. The other car, you don't even have to pay attention to other cars.
Yeah, everyone's got to
just worry about you.
School bus, they got to stop.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Anders. We would love to see. Could you show us your box?
Sure. Here's my box.
All right. It says handle with care. First, a first sticker of handle with care. Could you hold up the box where we get the whole thing in frame? Okay. It is fragile. I will say that this is like a standard shipping.
It's probably the biggest box we've had so far.
Yeah, biggest box we've had. I'll say it's about. Let's say that's roughly about 18 by 24 by 12.
Sure.
Okay. Maybe not quite 24. Maybe more of like 16 by 20. But it's I would say more rectangular than square. And we see Anders is able to hold it up without seemingly exerting himself, but he seems like a strong guy. Okay. All right.
Do you want him to shake the box?
If that doesn't count as a question,
I
sure.
thought that's a question.
That's fine. It's okay.
Okay.
I will allow it.
Oh, that sounds like there's pieces in there, Akiva.
Yeah, it was like M&Ms.
Mm-hmm. Yes. All right.
You got it. It's a box of M&Ms.
Wow. Nailed it.
Go.
All right.
Imagine.
Okay, so how about why don't we start things off with could we get a weight for the box you just shook?
It's probably about 1 pound, but I will say it's a replica of something that would be much heavier.
Yes,
Replica.
Akiva.
No, that's confusing. Replica of something much heavier. All right, Rob, you want to start the guessing?
So my head was already going here. Let me just go to is it many objects in your box?
I would say technically yes, but the main thing that you're going to be guessing is one object.
Okay. So let me so I don't know if I can ask a point of clarification. So it sounds like that Anders in this box has like the pieces to create something, but we have to guess what the thing is that the pieces are put together to create. To no, okay. I was gonna say it sounds like you have a box of Legos, and I was wondering if we had to
I was thinking
guess
Legos.
the like
Type of Lego.
like it's
Yeah,
a box
Star
of
Wars.
Legos, but
Yeah.
it's Mount Rushmore. Okay, not Legos. Okay. A replica. All right.
Wow. Can we get the retail price range? There's a 1 point question on the item.
This goes for $40, $39.95 if we want to be specific.
$39.95, Rob.
Okay. Is this is the replica, is this is the ultimate thing that is replicated something that actually exists in our universe?
Yes.
Replicating something in here. Can we get a weight clarification on
Yes,
this
1
item?
pound.
He said 1 pound?
Yes. Earlier on this very podcast.
Okay, on this very podcast?
Yes.
Okay. When would someone need this object? This is a super question.
Need is such a strong word. I suppose how specific do I want to be? Someone would need this object when they're playing games with friends.
$40 playing games with friends. So it's some sort of board game or Legos.
Well, he said it's not Legos.
Yeah, but it's something like that.
You
know, magnetiles. Your kids play with magnetiles.
I think I know what they are.
Jump in here, just
yes,
also
yes.
because this is an object that I think, Anders, would you say it's a thing that looks like something but also has a different function?
I would say the function is similar but different from what it's replicating.
Similar but different than what it's replicating. Okay. Which is something that exists in the real world. Okay. How many people can use this object at once?
One person.
One person. Where did you buy this item, Andrew?
Etsy.
Etsy. Okay, so it's like it's not like an Amazon thing. It's more of a homemade fun thing, Rob.
All right. Is this something that could be easily 3D printed?
Yes.
Wow. Wonder why you asked that. Have any sentimental value to you?
Yes, a lot of sentimental value. For me, I would only really care about this because of the sentimental value. Some others really care about it for other reasons.
This guy's flexing. The $40, who cares? It's the sentiment.
Okay. Is it a puzzle?
No.
I would almost want to ask, have we ever heard of this type of thing?
I mean, that's more of a question about your knowledge than
Oh,
True.
I would say, I'm sure, yes. What it's replicating, I'm sure you've heard of.
Okay. Have we asked if it has more than one function, Rob?
I know it. It's for playing games with friends.
Yeah, so
I don't know
know
if
we need
we
to ask that.
if that we specifically asked.
I mean, I did clarify that it's one of those objects, sort of like with Isabel, where it looks like something, but what you do with it might be different than what it looks like.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's helpful.
I'll say when you see it used, it'll be pretty clear what its function is.
Where do you store this item in your home, Anders?
I have it on display on a shelf.
Okay. First non-food item, I think, Rob.
Yeah. Do you store this item fully assembled?
Yes.
Can I ask a follow-up question?
Go for it.
Is this item time-consuming to assemble for the layman?
No, it took like maybe a minute, 2 minutes to put together.
Would this item, this isn't on the list, but would this item, in theory, is there IP involved in this item that would be copyrighted?
I don't think so.
Okay. So it's not like Star Wars this or football
No,
that.
it exists in
It is
this
something that
universe.
exists in this universe.
Yeah, but you could still football exists and it's still copyrighted.
I guess so. What was it like? The logo of like
But
Washington
I'm saying
Commanders?
Yeah.
I'm going to ignore the super question deductions and let you go to 20.
Okay.
Okay. Does this item hold other things in it?
Yes.
It holds other things in it.
Can I ask another question?
Yeah, you go.
Is this item used in Dungeons and Dragons games?
Yes.
Can I guess? Can I have a guess? Is this a series of 20-sided dice?
No.
Okay. You know the 20-sided dice, Rob?
What? Can you explain it to me, Akiva?
Well, it's a dice with 20 side. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But I used to play a Stratomatic.
Yes,
You know Stratomatic?
yes.
So that also has a 20-sided die these days.
Yes.
I was thinking about playing with my sons, but I think that's like you can never come back.
I don't
from
think that,
you know what I mean?
I don't think that.
I don't think they like it, but I also like if they do like it, it's almost worse, you know?
Do they even still make it?
I mean, as of like I got like a modern version that has like some modern stuff, but then also like the greatest teams of all time, like the 27 Yankees. Those are the 62 Mets. I have the 62 Mets. I'll bring it if I ever come to your house, Rob. I'll bring we can play Stratomatic.
Okay, looking forward to it. So it's 3D. This could be 3D printed. It's very easy to assemble. Other things go in it. Use it to play a game with your friends. Other things go inside of it. It feels like it's a lot of pieces. It's not super heavy. And does it assemble to be a weapon?
Yes.
Whoa. It assembles to be a weapon.
Nice.
Jeez.
Do you want to use another super question? You only have like 2 questions left.
What kind of weapon are we thinking?
Is the weapon a sharp object?
It's not. There are sharp parts to it. I would say that the weapon itself is not intended to be poked into someone.
Okay.
Do you have a guess, Rob? Otherwise, I'm going to use my second guess.
Go for it.
Is it some kind of sword, Anders?
It's not a sword.
Okay. It's all you, Rob. You could win the game also if you get this right.
Yeah.
That was 20 questions, but if you have another question, just ask.
Well, I think he's just asking
Okay.
the
Yeah.
He's gonna guess now.
Okay.
So could be a weapon, but not a. Is it something? Is it a weapon that swings?
Nope.
Do dice go inside of it?
Yes.
I don't. I feel like. Would it be possible for us to guess what this object is based off of the questions that we've asked?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. I don't know. I think I think we got to see what's in the box.
What's in the box?
Did you guys make your final guesses, or am I?
Yeah, no one's made any guesses.
Okay.
Well, I guess twice, Karen.
Oh, yes.
I feel like it's something. It's something that is used to play the Dungeons and Dragons. I mean, in my mind, it's something that the dice comes out of, and something that you put together, and it's a replica of something that I know is going to catapult the dice into onto the board. But
So based on that, then what would you guess? Like, guess the thing.
Is it a dice thrower?
Karen, I feel like that's close enough to it.
Well, I mean, show us what's in the box.
All right, what's in the box is a crossbow that you use to shoot the dice. You load it up.
Yes.
You put the dice in, and you just.
Rob, how did you not guess this?
I don't know.
How could you not get? And
Yes.
inside of it, you can store dice.
Yes. Wow. Okay. And then does anybody ever?
I can see my wife yelling, "No shooting dice in the house at your brother."
Yeah. Does anybody get hurt while this is happening?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean for sure you could hurt someone doing this. That's why I don't use it. I would just rather roll with my hands. This is like violent and fast.
Does it roll all sides of dice for when Akiva and I play Stratomatic baseball? Could we use this?
I think you should try it out.
20-sided dice.
Yeah, could you get Akiva? Could you get like a miniaturized like pitching machine that could throw the dice?
And then maybe like the quality of the throw is depending on the quality of your pitcher.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How many miles
idea.
per hour would you say the dice are coming out?
Yeah. Can we get a demonstration here, Anders?
Sure. Sorry, let me get a 6-sided. All right, here's a die. Put it in.
Don't shoot at your computer;
okay.
you'll break it.
It sounds like it went across the room. Yeah.
It went across the room. I would say it goes too fast for you to really do it effectively, and if you aimed it at someone, it would hurt them.
Yeah, I feel like you probably need to do it like at point blank range, like on the table.
And at that point, you could just roll it.
Yeah. So
look, that's why I said it has sentimental value, not like real value.
What's the sentimental value?
When I finished a campaign, one of my friends got this for me as a gift.
Oh. Which campaign did you work on? Bernie Sanders?
Yeah, big Bernie bro. It was a hard fought battle, but when they got this for me, it was all okay. We'll get them next time.
All right. And your fun facts were you taught kids to ride horses, you're dungeon master, and used to drive the buses. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't even let somebody on a bus with that thing, right?
No, I don't think so.
I certainly wouldn't.
Yeah. Don't get on a plane.
I could see like little kids shooting that at the bus driver.
Mm-hmm.
And the bus driver like, "I'll stop this bus right now."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Anders, did you have anything that you wanted to tell people to check out while you're here?
Sure. If you love Survivor and you wondered what it would be like if the players also had to deal with classes, partying, and hookups, you should check out Survivor Maryland. It's Survivor on a college campus with college students. There's no island, but there is drama.
Okay. What do you have a role in this?
Are you in the show or do you create?
I was the host of it right after Austin for seasons 6 through 10.
Cool.
Oh
cool,
my
cool.
God, I'm so embarrassed, Anders. Please excuse my me showing my whole
does
ass
host-
right now.
Does host mean you have to edit it also, Anders?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so imagine if Jeff Probst had to edit the whole Survivor, Rob.
I mean, I think he doesn't technically do it, but
No. I mean, it's like the zillion man hours probably, or
Mhm.
woman hours.
Yeah. All right. Well, Anders, thank you so much for being with us, and appreciate all of the time you took to help us play What's in the Box.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. I'm glad that we eventually got to what this is.
Yes. Okay. All right, Anders. Thank you. Please be careful with that thing. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We got one more box to get to today,
Mhm.
Karen. All right. Let's bring in Bridget. Bridget,
Hello.
how are you? Hi, Bridget.
I'm great. How are you all?
Very good, Bridget. Are you ready to bring us the fifth and final box? Akiva can tie it here. Otherwise,
I am.
he's watching 80 for Brady.
Oh God.
What happens if we tie, Akiva? Then we
Oh, no,
both
I hope we
watch
don't
half of
both
it?
have to watch it. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe we have to each watch half of it or something.
Yeah.
I don't love my chances of getting it right if you've heard me play this.
Yeah,
other
I'm
games,
watching
but-
I call dibs on the first half because I don't want to see when the Patriots come back and beat the Falcons again.
Oh, that's true. That's a bad part. You're right.
Yeah.
Bridget, where are you calling us from?
Chicago.
All
Okay.
right.
Chicago.
Okay. Chicago is a real hotbed
just
for
left.
what's in the box today. All right. So, Bridget, could you tell us 3 fun facts about you?
Yeah. I actually put them in my little notes app. So my first fun fact is I once met and danced with Carly Rae Jepsen.
Oh.
She was very nice. Very small, but she was
Now,
very nice.
did you dance with her professionally, or you were just at a party?
No, it was a Lollapalooza after party at a bar.
Okay. Interesting.
And then my second fun fact is I have a little birthmark on my wrist that's shaped like Australia. I wish you can't really see it because it's like a lack of pigment here. But in a couple months when I've like gotten some sun, it'll like really pop out. But I've always thought that it looked like Australia.
Have you been to Australia, Bridget?
I have not. I've never been that
The universe
far.
has given you a sign.
Yeah, I think I should have been born there probably.
Okay. All right. And then number 3.
And then my last fun fact is just I'm single. And I let the record show I put a winky face in there. I'm not necessarily gonna wink unless it's an accident.
Okay, I'm single, winky
She's
face.
single.
You're just putting it out there.
Yeah, you know.
Okay. For you too.
All right. All right. There you go. All right. Bridget from Chicago, single, just putting it out there. All right. Can you put your box out there?
Sure. So the box means nothing. This is
The box means nothing, as we've come to learn. Okay.
Yeah.
This is a box that is what is in that? This is like some sort of like a diffuser. What is that?
It's a sound like a white noise machine.
White noise machine. I do love the sound machine.
Mhm.
Can't get
It's
enough.
a good one.
It's a good one. Okay. So it is a smaller box. Can you hold that up? Probably roughly a little bit. Akiva, I'd say this is more like a child's shoe box in size.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. And that box is sealed. It does not appear to be something that Bridget is struggling to lift. Can we get the shake?
I don't know. I hope you can hear this at all.
Yeah, sounds like a very tiny object that's in there.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Akiva, you want to get things started?
Sure. What's the retail price range on your item, Bridget?
So this is something that let's say this. I paid around like $9-12 for it.
Okay.
It comes in, you can't buy this on its own. It's something that you buy in like a pack, basically.
Okay. Is this item something that can be consumed by a person safely?
I really want you all to get this, so I'm gonna give you a lot here. It looks like something that you could, but it is not something that you could eat or consume.
Cannot consume. Where would you buy this type of thing from?
I got this from Target. You can get it. I think they have it at CVS, Amazon, things like that.
Where you
So
got
so it looks like a food item, but it is not intended to be food. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. I wonder if that counts as my question. If not, I'll ask, how often do you use this item?
Like I would say it's not something that I like actively use. Its function is kind of just like a passive function.
Okay.
By existing, it is fulfilling its purpose for me.
Got it.
How much does it weigh, Bridget?
I'm not good with like weight, but I think like if this was in your pocket, you would definitely feel it, but not because it weighs anything. Like I would say it's like a paperclip in weight.
Oh,
a paperclip.
That's very light, Bridget.
Yeah.
Not a paperweight, a paper
I don't know
clip?
if I'd feel a paperclip unless it was like poking into my thigh.
Right. Like you would, yeah, you wouldn't. You can feel it because of how like the size of it, but not the weight.
Sure. Interesting.
Okay. No weight. Can this item is it squishy?
Yeah, kind of.
It's squishy. Is there any? Could there be any food use to this item?
Like you like.
Can you use it? What's our food question? Is it used to prepare foods?
No.
Okay.
You said you don't use this item? Could other people use this item, or is it just a decorative item for all?
You like one could use it, but even if one were to use it, it would still be like pretty. Its use would be pretty aesthetic and decorative, I would think.
I counted that as 2 questions, by the way.
Alrighty.
I mean, you asked if other people can use it, or is it decorative, and she answered.
That's fair. Do we know what this is, Bridget? Like, have we ever heard of it when you tell us what it is?
It's possible. It's just knowing what I know about both of you. It's possible that you're aware of it, and it's also possible that you're not.
That does make it challenging.
What does she know about us?
That we're aware of. Yeah.
Bridget, are you a friend of KFC, or do you know this podcast, or neither?
I think I'm a friend of KFC.
Okay. Karen, would you like to comment?
We're friends. I said that like I was embarrassed. I'm not. Very proud to be a friend of Bridget and that she's my friend.
Okay.
What percentage of the box does it fill up? So we know that it weighs nothing, but how much of the box does it fill up?
I would say about 7 to 10% of the box.
Okay.
It's tiny.
Mm.
It's tiny and it's weightless, and it is mostly decorative. It looks like a food item, and it's priced at $9 to $12, and you can get it at Target or CVS. And it's kind of squishy in texture. Does this particular item have any sentimental value for you?
I don't have like a history with it, but I just think it's neat.
Mm-hmm. We asked cost, right?
Yeah.
Would you say like $12 or something?
$9 to $12.
$9 to $12. Okay. Does the item make a sound on its own?
Not like when it's inert. If you like kind of like, you could definitely make it
You
make
play
a
with
sound.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Make it make a sound. And does the item have any actual function?
This item, I would say doesn't. It is representing something that I would say has a function.
Okay.
Representing something that has a function. Is there any IP or anything related to this item, Bridget?
Yeah, absolutely. Somebody had to pay a lot of money to be able to make this.
Ooh.
Based on IP and copyright.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Stuff. I was hoping you would ask that.
Okay. Good question. Is the IP from a cartoon?
No.
You were thinking Flintstones?
Mm-hmm.
It's not. It's ooh. I almost just gave you something for free. I just really want you to get close.
You're charging for most of these answers?
Well, I'm letting you burn through your questions.
Fair. Where do you keep...
Sorry, go ahead.
Where do you keep this in your house, Bridget?
Well, so I actually just moved as well. So I had to get it out of a box and put it into another box, but normally it would be like on actually for a while it was right next to my fish tank. And other than that, I would probably just have it on like a bookshelf or a desk or something like that.
Okay.
Does this have any moving parts?
No, it does not.
Few more questions left.
How small it is throwing me off, Rob, you know?
Mm-hmm.
If this anything I think of, could it be this? Oh, it's just so small.
And so light.
And so light even more. Like, what is that small and light? But still like has, IP on it or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't pee on it. Whatever. Whatever. Let's see. What's it made of? What materials are we talking here?
Yeah, it's definitely plastic, and then I'm not sure, but I think there's some kind of a like foam inside of the plastic that makes it squishy.
Okay. foam inside of the plastic that makes it squishy. Um, I feel like it's like some sort of like a little like trinket that's of something, and there's like some sort of like a sound. It's not a cartoon. And does it look like an animal?
No.
Okay. Karen, do we have any questions left?
You have one.
Okay. Rob, do you want to ask it? Because I just want to ask what it is at this point. I just have a couple out of the podcasts.
Does it resemble a famous person?
No.
Okay. All right. My first guess is it a keychain?
No, that's a good. I see the where you got that, but it is not a keychain.
Okay. What do you got, Rob?
Is it some sort of like a like a little tiny like figure, like a mash'em?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what a mash'em is.
What's a mash'em? Actually, I also don't know.
Like a little. Like a little like figure that's like an inch.
A tiny
high.
figurine.
You can squeeze
a tiny
it.
figurine.
Yeah.
That's squishable.
I mean, Karen, like, what do you think?
Is it a tiny figurine?
Was it 2 guesses, or are we gonna see what's in the box?
I mean, I feel like tiny figurine is like pretty close.
Mm.
Oh.
So
a Lego man?
It's not a Lego.
Yeah.
Do we want to see it?
Sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a stick figure of like, I don't know, the Hulk.
Yeah. So no, it's not a living thing.
Is it Groot?
It is.
I
don't know how well you can see this, but it is a mini craft singles.
Remember, it resembled food. She said it resembled.
Yeah.
Food.
So is that a magnet?
No, it's literally just like they made it, and then they wanted it to be small.
And you paid $9 for this? Real craft singles don't cost $9.
I said so. They're called mini brands. They come in this like sphere. They have them at Target, and you open it, and they open into like this orange segment thing, and there's like 5 little things in them.
What else is in there?
Yeah.
There could be like it depends on what you want. So these come from the food collection. So you can get, I really like the mini bagel bites box. And then there's a little Cool Whip thing that I almost used. But this craft singles is just my favorite.
You love brands.
Yeah. It's just brands and things that are small.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it was a little tiny plastic version of Kraft American cheese product singles.
You know Shopkins? Anyone here know Shopkins? Or what it look?
Yeah.
Like my kids play with these like little toy things, so it's like that a little bit.
Yes. And Bridget, so then you said that the actual object it represents has significance to you. Is that your favorite American cheese, Kraft singles?
Oh, okay. Sorry. No. So yeah, this is just I would say this is one of my favorite, like, of the minis I have. The Kraft singles, I definitely have like a nostalgia. Oh yeah. I did say that. So they're like nostalgic for me. Big grilled cheese fan. I don't think that Kraft singles like really taste good anymore, but definitely have like fond memories of them.
Yeah. Could you make a grilled cheese in a hot dog toaster? Have you ever thought about that?
You probably could. Well, there's always those videos, right, of people like turning the toaster on its side and like making the grilled cheese. Like,
I've never seen that.
Yeah, I don't think it's like
What do? You put 2 slices of bread in there, or you put 1 slice of bread and then put the other one on after?
I think you probably like have to make the bread, prepare the bread slices separately, and like put cheese on both of them, and then like put them together after they come out of the toaster.
Wow. Okay. Well, what do people think of next? Oh my God.
Wow.
All right. Bridget, is there anything that you want to mention that you're up to outside of collecting miniatures?
You know, not at this point. Just a girl with a cat.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
hanging out.
All right, no clues in your that you once danced with Carly Rae Jepsen. You have an Australia birthmark, and you're single with a winky face. I thought maybe is it an emoji that was in there?
Craft
Craft
single.
single.
Craft single.
Oh,
That's pretty good.
Oh,
Just looking
it
for
was
someone
a little
to-
birthmark.
Yeah.
little birthmark. Yeah,
Just looking for someone to
So-
appreciate the miniatures with.
it was right there.
So originally, I was gonna say that my favorite show was Dairy Girls, and I was like, "Oh, they're gonna think Dairy," but then I was like, "Oh my God, they're gonna ask me
And your thing was
about
no.
it."
Yeah.
And I haven't watched the latest season of Dairy Girls.
We would
even
have
though
caught. We would have caught you on that in seconds.
it would have been like,
know,
"What do you think
Would have
about
nailed your ass immediately.
we know Derek. We would be like, "What do you think about Chantel and Alex's relationship?" I don't know what Dairy Girl's about, what channel it's on, or anything, but we would have got you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Bridget, thank you so much. Let's just bring up our entire panel real quick.
Everyone's still here.
Yes.
Eliza had to dip, but I have a message on her behalf when we get to her.
Okay. All right. Ryan, it's been a minute since we heard from you. Any reaction to what the
Are you
panel
eating a hot
is
dog,
making?
Ryan? What
Yeah.
are you
He's
eating?
eating a hot dog.
Yeah, I just been eating, enjoying the show. I'm about 6 in right now, so I'm
6
hot dogs?
No. But no, it's been a blast. I think everybody kept up to the mystery, and I think everybody had really fun objects. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Ryan, we didn't ask you, was there anything that you wanted to tell people to check out?
Well, if you have a group of 7 people and you're looking to just fill in that extra gap to fit in that 8th person, you can
You're a
hit me
fringe
up.
guy.
Fringe guy.
Wherever you
Fringe
find
guy
me. If you
for
need that,
hire.
if you need to fit that extra spot for that yin and yang, then hit me up. But no, otherwise, people see me around. But yeah, nothing to pitch.
Okay. All right. And then and then Eliza has a message for us.
Yes. So Eliza wanted everyone to know that they should look up their local roller derby and consider joining if they're looking for a fun activity to do, because Eliza's very into roller derby.
Okay. Roller derby.
Aisha, our Bud's person Aisha, big roller derby fan also.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Check that out. Should we do Rob and Akiva roller derby?
Oh, I would love it. When was the last time you think you went roller skating, Rob?
Roller skating? I want to say probably sometime around like 2010 or something like that.
Yeah.
This has been a minute. What about you, Akiva? Wheels?
It's probably been a long time. Yeah, well, they call me Wheels because of the roller blading, probably.
Roller blading. Yeah. All right. And Karen, thank you for putting this all together for what's in the box.
Oh,
amazing job as always.
It was a pleasure. Thank you. It was it was fun play testing it and trying to make it work. And
did you play test with these exact items?
Isabel's we did play test that.
Did your play testers get the
They did not.
microwave egg chicken?
No.
Yes.
They did not get it. But we used that example to kind of come up with sort of the help. There was one twist that I totally forgot to pitch, which would have been like you could ask everyone else here for help if you wanted to, but I think you did fine without their help.
I mean,
my question
is debatable.
My question to you is: were the items interesting enough, or too interesting?
Oh, they were certainly interesting. We had no shortage of interesting items on the panel. In fact, yeah, incredibly interesting.
All these things. What are you most likely to buy of these 5, Rob? Now that you know about all.
Boy, of the 5 things, I feel like I have kids in the house. I don't think I could have the crossbow. Then. I feel like that, the thing about the mini craft singles could be a choking hazard.
Yeah.
As far as sheer utility goes, I do feel like that the image I can't get out of my head with the hot dog toaster is like the cornballer from Arrested Development. I just feel like, Ryan, how many 3rd-degree burns have you gotten from the hot dog toaster?
I'd be lying if I said none.
Yes, I feel like I'm sure. I guess I would try the hard-boiled microwave egg maker.
Yeah. Well, like Ryan, I hard-boiled a dozen eggs and ate them while backstage.
Wow.
We're one and
Incredible.
the same. That's just a true chef.
Incredible.
I love the
Ryan,
craft.
does the hot dog toaster work for other? Can I put a kielbasa in there?
Yeah, it's just 2 tubes that you're putting something in there. So I think you could cook any sausages.
Sausage. Yeah.
Yeah,
Corn
absolutely.
dog?
Corn dog.
Might be a little bit too tight for a corn dog, but
Oh, okay.
What about a frozen mozzarella stick?
that would ruin my toaster.
Mm.
You can put the parchment paper at the bottom.
Yeah. Could I heat up a chicken tender in there?
Yeah, maybe in the bun area, you could throw a chicken tender in there.
Get some chicken fries.
See,
Sure.
I have so many meals I can cook tonight now, Rob. I appreciate that.
We'll write a cookbook. All right. Akiva, we have a mailbag coming up.
Yes.
Of course, we always extend the invitation to anybody who wants to stick around for the mailbag to pitch ideas. But if anybody wants to, announce that they will not be joining us for the mailbag,
They don't have to announce. They could just, they just don't have to show up when we come back.
All right. Anybody else have anything else to add? Otherwise,
these people were great.
Yes, thank you all so much for taking the time to do this. We really appreciate it. And we will be right back to hear your mailbag ideas right after this. Okay. All right. We're still on the video. Akiva, are you good to keep going through?
With the video?
Sure. We could turn we have to stop it if
It's your call. It's your call. I just
I'm-
thought we would take a quick break.
Okay. All right. So why don't we take a quick break? I'm going to so we can I think that's we can end the video here. So thank you all, video people. You want to hear the end of this? You got to check out the podcast. All right.
That's right.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Nice meeting everybody.